Hi, I'm Olga Hawn. I'm the faculty director of the Center for Sustainable Enterprise here at UNC in Chapel Hill, Kenan-Flagler's business school. In my own research and engagement with practitioners, I'm often asked, how do you achieve true sustainability, whereby you prioritize environmental, social, and governance issues by, for example, conducting the SASB materiality assessment, where you also engage with stakeholders in a strategic way and understand their needs through stakeholder analysis, where you might be innovating your business model, like Burt's Bees with a greater good model, and where, as my own research and my colleagues' research shows, you actually generate financial returns to this exercise. One way to achieve true sustainability is by adopting sustainable development or sustainability goals, as more and more companies do this. Sustainability goals really help you focus and also evaluate progress against those goals. So with most sustainability goals set for 2020 and the UN Sustainable Development Goals launched in 2015 and being used as essentially the most popular framework in order to choose which sustainability goals companies want to adopt, more and more companies are coming to this big deadline where they're reevaluating their performance on these goals. And they're asking questions as, how did we do? Did we achieve these goals? To what extent did we achieve these goals? Which goals shall we add? Which goals shall we drop? Essentially trying to understand how to redesign the sustainability performance for the future 10 or 15 or 20 years. In my own research with our Kenan scholar, Rauf Kundel, we find that essentially benchmarking their performance against those SDGs is still becoming imprecise and unclear and is still avoiding real progress. So the most tangible way of measuring progress on these SDGs is still by looking at corporate social responsibility and integrated reports. The KPMG 2017 survey shows that 43% of the top 250 companies of the Fortune 500 list mention SDGs, yet only 23% of these companies really have key performance indicators and targets against the SDGs, which demonstrates that essentially they're just paying a lip service, or this whole engagement with SDGs is still a PR exercise. It's expected that companies would choose SDGs that are most aligned with a strategy, with a sector, and then essentially change their business goals to adapt to the Sustainable Development Goals. KPMG SDG Compass survey finds that companies are paying the most attention to 3 SDGs. First, responsible consumption and production. Second, economic growth and decent work. And third, quality education. Yet they're not seeing enough progress on these SDGs. Moreover, the most pressing issue and the most pressing SDG on climate change is really gaining limited attention among the corporates. And it's the most pressing issue according to GlobeScan's sustainability survey of 454 sustainability professionals in the private sector as well as in academia. This disconnect can only be explained by a lack of alignment between sustainability goals and the long-term strategy of the corporation. And one way to solve this is by aligning or realigning the incentives for executives. So a new study by my colleagues Caroline Flammer, Bryan Hong, and Dylan Miner that just came out this July in Strategic Management Journal shows and examines this new practice, corporate governance practice of integrating social and environmental goals in executive compensation. So it's a new practice, but it's becoming more and more prevalent among corporations, and particularly among the Fortune 500. So they find that indeed companies that adopt this practice, and they call it corporate social responsibility contracting. So these companies actually see greater environmental and social performance, so they see direct link to changing what they're intending to change. Moreover, this practice really sort of eradicates this corporate short-termism, and also it increases business performance. So essentially what the study finds is that CSR contracting directs attention to stakeholders that may not be salient, but that are material to a firm's performance, and that in fact raises financial value of the firm. So a key recommendation then for greater sustainable development around the globe is for companies to align incentives, and not only for executives, but mainly for all of the employees, to the Sustainable Development Goals. Then we will really see real progress. Thank you for your attention.